Defense attorneys for Delphi murder suspect Richard Allen have filed a motion in court attempting to suppress and get thrown out an interview conducted with Allen in October of 2022. According to 93.1 FM WIBC and numerous news outlets, there has been a transcript released of portions of that interrogation, and some of it is just absolutely stunning new information in the Delphi case. I'm going to go through this as quick as I can and read this for you. Here we go, everybody. Attorneys for the man accused in the Delphi killings filed a motion Monday to suppress Richard Allen's second statement to police. Richard Allen is charged in the murders of 13-year-old Abigail Williams and 14-year-old Liberty German near the Monon High Bridge in February of 2017. According to Allen, there were issues with the second interrogation conducted by Indiana State Police investigator Jerry Holeman. The defense has accused Holeman of creating a ruse in order to get Allen to the state police post in West Lafayette in order to interrogate and arrest Allen. Now, that is completely contradictory to what has been stated in the probable cause affidavit for the search warrant of Richard Allen's home that I discussed on my channel yesterday, so I just thought I would point that out. One of Allen's vehicles was seized by the state police in October of 2022, and Allen and his wife called the state police to inquire as to when they could get the vehicle back. Allen and his attorneys alleged the state police arranged a meeting to pick up the vehicle and in turn used the meeting as an additional interrogation and used it to facilitate his arrest. The car was never returned to Allen or his wife. Instead of returning the vehicle, Holeman said he wanted to clear up a few things with Allen and requested Allen to follow up to the interrogation room without his wife. Allen's attorneys alleged this interrogation was videotaped, but that the first portion of the video was missing, including any reading of Miranda rights and confirming that the suspect is free to leave if the suspect is indeed free to leave. The defense claims that Allen was never read his Miranda rights and that he was placed in a tiny confined room without windows, with the door shut. Now, here's an issue I have with this before I continue. They're claiming he wasn't read his Miranda rights, but I'm not a lawyer, but it's my basic understanding that you're not read Miranda rights unless you're placed under arrest. So if that's the case, and again, this is just my opinion based on my limited knowledge as a former court reporter, things of that nature, that you don't have to read somebody their Miranda rights unless they're actually placed under arrest. So I'm not so sure about that. We'll see what the judge says in this case about that claim. The next part, it says, during the interrogation, Allen says that Jerry Holeman said things like sit tight and hang on 1 second, leading Allen to believe he was not free to leave. Again, the search warrant PCA has stated in the past that Allen was repeatedly told that he was free to leave, so there seems to be a contradiction between the prosecution and Holeman and Allen's defense team as to what actually occurred. I want to caution everybody not to take everything that's stated here from Allen's defense team's allegation as gospel. We'll leave that for a judge to decide. But this is Allen's attorneys, this is what they're claiming. Allen's attorneys also claim that during this interrogation, Holeman became abusive and lied about the evidence that the state had. Well, again, there's no law that prohibits the state from misleading or lying to a defendant during an interrogation in an attempt to get information. So again, that's not against the law as far as I know. According to the motion, Holeman told Allen, we have experts that say that's you on the bridge and that's your voice on the video. So if that's in fact the case, they have definitely analyzed Allen's voice. I find that interesting and revealing as well. Experts are saying that's you on the video, and experts are saying you said down the hill. The defense also said Holeman told Allen that witnesses saw a gun in his pocket, and I'm not lying to you about anything. Everything I'm telling you is fact. The experts say you said go down the hill. Allen says Holeman became more aggressive, used profanity, and barked at Allen, saying the prosecutor and the other investigators, they want to see you lock you up and throw away the key. If you don't tell me, you're going down for this. This is, again, what Allen's defense team is alleging happened. Allen's attorneys allege that Holeman conducted an accusatory interrogation instead of an exploratory interrogation, as the prosecution claimed. Rick Allen claims the following exchanges took place in the October 2022 interrogation. Jerry Holeman, you're going to drag your expletive wife and your daughter through this because you're too expletive bullheaded to get out in front of this and admit you made a mistake. And whatever the expletive happened out there will never expletive know because you're too big of an expletive in Audible. The evidence clearly indicates you are involved in this. Rick Allen says no. Jerry Holeman, it expletive does. Rick Allen, it doesn't. I'm telling you that there's no way that a bullet from my gun was used in these murders. Jerry Holeman, and I'm telling you that we had this expletive round on February 14th, 2017, and it's been secured in an expletive laboratory, and we've tested other guns. I'm going to make a separate brief video about this that exposes some things that are being said by journalists on TV that are inaccurate, and that this interrogation proves are inaccurate, but we'll skip that for now. Rick Allen, you could have taken it from somewhere else then because it's not possible. Then Holeman says, I did not take it from somewhere else. It was logged in. It was taken. It was photographed. You think we expletive took around and threw it down by the dead girl's foot? This ain't expletive TV. This is realistic. Then Allen says, I'm telling you that I can't explain something that, and Holeman says, and I'm telling you that expletive analysts explain it. You can't get past this. Then Holeman says, I'm not on video. And then Allen says, neither am I. Holeman says, 4 or 5 witnesses didn't see me out there. Rick Allen, me either. Holeman, my round out of my gun wasn't 6 inches away from a dead girl. Allen, mine neither. Holeman, I don't think you're a bad person. Allen, what kind of good person kills 2 people? Rick Allen, you're gonna pay for what you've done to my wife. You want to expletive with me, but leave my wife out of this. Expletive, leave me out of this. Interesting. So he threatens Holeman at that point during the interrogation. Holeman, no, you're involved in this. Your expletive round is there, Rick. Allen says, no, it's not. Holeman, you're guilty of something, and I know it. Allen's attorney said he was handcuffed and arrested hours later and are requesting that the court suppress all statements made by Allen in the interrogation on October 26, 2022, and find that Holeman and the state police violated his constitutional rights. Allen's trial is set to begin May 13th, 2024 in Carroll County. So we have 2 separate, distinct accounts of what has taken place. Again, I want to remind everybody, this is just an allegation by Richard Allen's defense team. It doesn't mean it's true. It doesn't necessarily mean that they violated his rights. This is what they're alleging, and this is for a judge to decide. I am merely sharing information about the transcript and about the filing and about new information that is now out in the hands of us, the public, to consider. Thanks for watching, everybody.